Hey guys, it's your crazy cousin Crispy Noodles back here again with another game that I found on itch.io for free called Haremon. I guess it's some kind of monster girl harem thingy, waifu game, whatever. And yeah, this is my first time trying it and playing it, so let's try it together, why don't we?
Crispy noodles.
I don't have any idea what this is about, but it's an early alpha release of Haremon. This demo contains only a fraction of the features that will be present in the full game. Okay. Now then, what is your name? My name's Krispy. Crispy. Okay. We done. Last thing, what kind of guy are you? Always see an exact measure of your Haremon's affection. Choices are timed. Affection is gained, lost normally. Stud. See only a vague measure. Virgin. Always see the exact measure of Haremon's affection. Choices are not timed. Affection is gained. It's somewhat slower. Let's go with Virgin because I've never played this game before. Your difficulty has been set to Virgin. That's fine. Before we begin, it's recommended you press the enter and change some of the game settings to your preference. Enjoy the demo. Press enter. Pubic hair off. We don't need no goddamn pubic hair. What kind of man you take me for? Crispy's bedroom. Sunday nights. Nah, it's not good. My phone wakes up and as I have a hentai poster on the wall. You find it really strange, but no one ever calls you. Also, it's 12, or it's 2 a.m. 12. Geez, 2 a.m. You roll over lazily, check the screen. It's not a number you recognize. I gotta answer it. Raggly, you answer the phone. Hello? Yes, hello. The voice I know at the end is cool and calm, and oddly familiar female with a seductive rasp and a hint of playfulness. Oh, really? My name is Professor Laurel. Perhaps you've heard of me? No. You vaguely remember hearing the woman's name from the other townsfolk? The professor is a strange woman, a wealthy eccentric with an impressive mind, an even more impressive body. Oh, really? You've never seen her yourself, but you consider yourself lucky because of that. If the rumors are true, the professor runs shady experiments on local girls in her lab just outside of town. Wow. Dialogue choices. Okay. Okay, so the dialogue choices seem to have an effect on what happens in the game here, so I guess this is a visual novel. So let's go ahead, guys. If you see a clock icon next to a choice, it means that the choice will progress time. Consider if the option in the question is truly worth your time before committing. Alrighty. Okay. Wow, these questions. How do you know my name? How did you get this number? What do you want? I hear you got rockin' tits. So why is she calling me? What do you want? Yeah. To be straight to the point, huh? I'm disappointed in you, Crispy. A little foreplay never hurts, you know. You'd be wise to remember that, okay. I called you tonight because I'd like to request your help in dealing with a certain experiment I'm conducting. Okay. What kind of experiment? You see, the last few months I've been researching the sudden appearance of the strange creatures that have been popping up all over recently. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes. No. Tell me, do you know about Haremon? You mean like harem monsters? Never heard of them. Oh, you must be quite unobservant in that case. Allow me to explain, okay? Harem monsters, or Haremon, as they are commonly known, are breathtaking creatures resembling the fusion of monster, animal, or spirit with an ordinary human woman. These beings wield an array of strange supernatural powers, and there are many mysteries yet to uncover about them, okay? For example, why are they all female? And how do they originate? Why are some tame and agreeable, while others are feral and combative? I don't know. As a self-proclaimed Haremon professor, I've taken it upon myself to solve all these mysteries and more. I've been performing experiments in order to better understand these beautiful, powerful creatures, but alas, I can only do so much on my own. Alright. And that's where you come in, Crispy. Oh god. I'd like to meet you at my laboratory immediately. We have much to discuss. Oh god. Why do I feel like my wiener is going to be destroyed? And with that, she hangs up the phone. Laurel's added to your contacts. Yay. What a strange whammon. She does sound pretty hot, though. Yeah, she sounds like me. It seems like a reckless idea to play along with her demands. I could get caught up in some sort of weird human experiments, or worse. Still, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued. Go to the lab. Only the best things happen at night, if you know what I mean. Well, I should at least hear her out, I guess. Yeah. What if I got a 2 liter of Coke by the end of my bed? What the hell? Dick inside? What? Is that the name of the town? After sleepily pulling on some jeans, you head outside into town to Dickenside. The professor's lab, as everyone in Dickenside is acutely aware, stands on a hill overlooking the town about a mile outside the walls. It'll take an hour to walk to get there, so you'd better be on your way. Alright. As you pass through the central plaza, you notice a strange skeetering noise coming from an alleyway nearby. Maybe I shouldn't get sidetracked. It's probably just a bum, probably. You start to continue toward the lab, but after only a couple of blocks, you hear the sound again. It's as if whomever or whatever is making the sound is moving from alley to alley, keeping pace with you. Suddenly, a glass bottle goes flying into the street. You duck, narrowly avoiding a concussion. The bottle shatters on the pavement. What the frick? What the fuke? Curious, you inch down the alley, walking slowly and holding your breath to avoid catching the attention of whatever's throwing the garbage around. Another empty can soars from behind the garbage bin. This one nearly hits you in the groin, but you catch it out of the air and toss it aside. What the frick is going on here? As you get within a few yards of the bin, you can see that there's a figure crouched down behind it, digging through a pile of tossed cans. They seem to be searching for food. Okay. Realizing it's just a street urchin, you decide to turn around, but just as you do, the figure speaks. Yay, finally! It's a girl? Tuna fish, my favorite. Oh, cat girl. You're so confused by the lovely youthful voice crooning over the scraps of tuna that you trip over one of the discarded cans. You struggle to regain your footing, but end up crashing to your ass hard. Oh, I crashed on my ass. I've never crashed onto my ass before. The figure behind the bin leaps out in shock. What? Who's there? Oh, she's cute. You're The girl just blinks at you, confused. You slowly look up and down at the girl's body. She's quite shapely, yeah, I'd say, with a cute expression, shy expression. However, something peeking out from behind her skirt. A tail? A long, slender tail extends from her lower back. It flits flits around nervously as she eyes you curiously. What's more, is two pointed ears sprout from beneath her brown hair. Her slender arms held aloft in a surprise, and in fuzzy, clawed paws. As you stare at the girl, slack-jawed, she offers a concerned frown. Is something the matter? You're a monster girl? The girl scowls suddenly. Meow. Monster? Is that what you humans call us? That's not very nice. Is something the matter? What? What are you? The girl pouts. What a rude question. Anyway, isn't it obvious? I'm a cat girl, silly. I mean, yeah, I know from animes, but I didn't know something else about her. No, I'm just leaving. You turn to leave, but the girl calls out to you. Wait! The girl reaches out and grabs your arm, and her sharp claws dig into your flesh. Ow! You recoil in shock, whirling around to face her. Noticing your pain, she blushes and looks down apologetically. I'm sorry, it's just, you see, most of the people in town are afraid of me, and they treat me like a monster. But you, there's something different about you, yeah? Can we talk for a bit? What the hell? No girl's ever been that friendly to me, and I doubt a monster girl one would be too. You offer a kind smile. Sure. What would you like to talk about? Well, could you start by telling me your name, yeah? My name's Krispy. Oh, of course. My name's Krispy, and yours is? The cat girl fidgets nervously. Well, you see, I don't really have one. You don't have a name? I mean, I probably do, but I don't really remember it. Oh god. Is this one of those Dory moments? The girl seems a bit Morse for a moment. Before you can ask what she means, her eyes light up. Oh, I know. Why don't you give me one? You want me to give you a name? The cat girl nods excitedly. Yes. Well, I guess it can't hurt. Enter a name and select done when you're finished. Oh my god. Miruku. How about Miku? There we go. Do I gotta pick all these chicks' names? The cat girl's eyes light up. That's such a cute name. Alright. So, anything else you want to talk about, Master? Master? What the hell? Were you born this way? Oh, wait, what are you doing? Oh, you see, I'm kind of looking for food, okay? So you're scrounging for food in the garbage? Hey, don't judge me. The food my mistress feeds me is icky. So I sneak out sometimes and find something yummy. Okay. Aight. You'd be amazed at what humans throw out. I find all kind of stuff. Bread, chicken bones, and my favorite, tuna fish. Alright. So, anything else you want to talk about, Master? Were you born this way? I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Okay. Actually, I don't remember much that happened before I met my mistress. Okay. So, is there anything else? No. Let me go. No, wait. What's wrong? Well, see, I was kind of hoping you could keep me company for a while. To be honest, it's nice having someone to talk to besides my mistress. Okay. Your mistress? Who's that? She's an interesting woman who lives outside of town. Oh, don't tell me. What? Do you know my mistress? I have a feeling I know who you're talking about. She's a scientist, right? You look surprised. That's right. You know Mistress Laurel? You could say that. In fact, I'm on my way to her lab right now. Oh, I see. Something the matter? No, not really. It's just I snuck out of the lab to come and find something to eat, and if I go back there, Mistress Laura will be angry with me. Okay. I'll talk to her. Don't worry. I seem to be on somewhat good terms with the professor. I'll make sure she goes easy on you. Miku looks up at you, her eyes aglow with hope. Really? You do that for me? Yeah, why not? Come on. Thanks so much. Let's head over there right now.
Good job, Master!
Yay. Miku wraps her paws around your arm. With her claws retracted, her touch is soft and warm. As she presses herself against you, you feel her breasts gently against your arm. They're soft but supple, with gentle warmth radiating from her chest. Yeah, we know gentle warmth radiates from big old boobies. She looks up at you expectantly. After exchanging a timid smile, the two of you head off toward the lab. Aw, how cute. What's with the 8-bit music? When you finally arrive at the entrance to the laboratory, Miku grips your arm more firmly. She begins to shake apprehensively of her mistress's reaction to her return. Looking down at her, you offer a reassuring grin before pushing through the huge double doors into the lab. The laboratory is huge, with the ceilings and clean white walls. Every surface is bright and polished, and there's not a speck of dirt in sight. Needless to say, it's quite the contrast from the quaint rural town outside. I'd say. Across the room, a series of large tanks filled with some strange blue-green liquid line the walls. In the center of the room, rows of flat medical examining tables stand side by side. If not for the immaculate brightness of the lab, these implements would probably make the room seem quite imposing and sinister. Instead, the whole room feels sterile, almost welcoming. As you study the room, lost in wonder, the click-clack of high heels on a polished floor pierces the silence. Nice. I've never seen a professor or scientist dressed like that. Glad to see you made it, and earlier than expected too. Alright. Approaching from across the room, a beautiful woman strides towards you. She's tall and shapely, with a confident stride and cocksure grin. What? The most shocking aspect of her appearance, however, is the manner of dress. Yeah, I'd say. Her outfit seems more suitable for an intimate encounter than for a scientific experimentation. I think she looks like a stripper. If not for the neat length lab coat hanging from her shoulders, the lingerie and garter straps underneath would appear completely out of place, I guess. The professor's long purple ponytail sways from side to side as she walks. As she comes to rest in front of you, she plants her hands firmly in the pockets of her lab coat, narrowing her gaze as she spots Miku. Uh-oh. I see you dragged in a stray as well. Kind of. Miku's claws begin to poke out of her paws, digging into your arm as she stares down, avoiding her mistress's gaze. I found Miku foraging for food in town. The professor chuckles to herself. Oh, you've given her a name, have you? How quaint, kitten, darling. You really must stop eating out of the garbage. It's quite honestly unbecoming of a young lady. Aight. Miku shifts uncontrollably, still looking down her feet, clinging to your arm. Yes, mistress. Well, in any case, I'm glad to see you're back, my kitten. Lucky for you, I have business to attend with your friend here. so I'll spare you the paddle for now. What? A soft sigh of relief passes Miku's lips, and her grip loosens a bit. Now, Crispy, you're no doubt wondering why I called you up in the middle of the night. You bet? Not really, or remain silent? Remain silent. Strong silent type, I see. In any case, allow me to explain. I'm afraid I've called you here on business rather than pleasure. Although the task I plan to ask of you will involve plenty of pleasure. I'm listening. Of course you are, my little assistant. Anyway, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? Alrighty. As you know, I'm this town's foremost expert on Haremon. I've been researching them for years right here in my lab, and ever since they first appeared in this area. Part of my job involves taming these monster girls and taking them back to my lab for research. As you may have guessed at this point, Miku here is one of my Haremon. As a cat girl, Miku is quite content to stay here with me, as it affords her a safe, warm bed and daily meal. It allows her to exist comfortably without the need to hunt for food, protect herself from the elements, or worry about fighting with other Haremon. Despite her tendency to sneak off in search of snacks, Miku really does like her home here. Isn't that right, kid? Miku twiddles her feet nervously. After a moment, she reluctantly nods. However, I'm afraid most Haremon are not quite so docile, even when tamed. Alas, all of my other specimens, pets, subjects, all of my other Haremon friends have run away, one after the other. Over the course of the past few weeks, every one of them has fled from the comfort of my great laboratory. I wonder why. The professor almost looks genuinely sad, but you're smarter than to fall for that. Is there anything I can do? You want me to find them? The professor's eyes light up. Oh, could you? Honestly, I would retrieve the poor darlings myself, but you see, taming Haremon is such a tricky business. What with the pheromones and all. What? Pheromones? The professor nods. You see, one of my many peculiar mysteries of feral Haremon is that their intense distaste for the pheromones of females is what causes them to fight in the wild, and to become quite defensive when approached by a human woman such as myself. As such, it becomes very difficult for me to get close enough to Haremon to pacify it. However, a virile young man such as yourself, brimming with musk and libido, stands much more of a chance of subduing them. Musk? Elon Musk? Yes, quite musky, indeed. Unlike the pheromones of females, it seems the natural musk of a human male has a somewhat intoxicating effect on feral Haremon. A young man, as pungent as yourself, should have no problem pacifying them. Alright. It's the same questions again. Feral nature, okay. This test tube. Pulls out a small, thin vial containing viscous liquid, okay? What I have in here in this tube is the results of months of grueling experimentation. It is a very convoluted solution of the chemical known as lingering uranium-based emulsion, or lube for short. Wow. You stifle giggles as the professor continues, seemingly oblivious to the double entendre. LUBE is a special kind of serum that is to be applied directly to the Haremon's skin, as it acts fast, penetrating her pores and instilling a deep calming sensation that allows the serum's medicinal components to attack and destroy the chemical compound, inhibiting her human side. Alright. However, I said as it must be applied directly to the skin. That means that one must not only get very close to the Haremon in order to squirt the serum on. Wow. But you must also somehow remove her clothing. Wow. Unfortunately, due to their combative nature, there's only one way to do this, typically to fight until their clothes have been completely stripped away. Wow! Heh, I can see you growing quite titillated at the prospect. Okay. So here's my offer, Krispy. I want you to survey the areas around Dickenside. Wow. Attempt to subdue any Haremon you encounter and bring them back here. Aight. Of course, you won't be fighting Haremon with your bare hands. In fact, as you are human, are too frail to survive such an encounter. Instead, you'll need to rely on Haremon you've tamed to fight for you. So it's kind of like Pokemon, but with monster girls. Obviously, you've not tamed any, however, it's far too dangerous to go alone. Take Miku as your first partner. Oh, don't mind if I do. Miku nearly jumps out of her skin and begins to tremble. Me? But I never been in a fight. Oh, don't be so dramatic, kitten. You'll be fine. You are a Haremon after all. I'm sure your instincts will serve you well. Krispy, you're not really going to go along with this, are you? What? I'll protect you. Don't worry, Miku. I'll be there at your side the whole time. I won't let anyone hurt you. Miku looks up at you, her eyes glistening. Really? You do that for a girl you've only just met? Of course. I mean, look at how sexy, nice you are. Oh, Krispy. Yay.
Good job, Master.
Yay. Alright, let's break up this little love fest. Here, Krispy. Take these vials of lube, you'll need them. If you're to have any luck subduing feral Haremon. Aight. Yay. It would also behoove you... What? It would also behoove you to visit the general store before you head out to stock up on antidotes, bandages, and potions, as these are quite necessary provisions for any venture outside of Dickenside. From now on, I'll provide a bit of spending money for that purpose, but in the future, you'll do well to invest your own earnings in such medical items. So this is kind of like Pokemon, but with monster girls. Pretty much, same damn thing. I can't say it's a bad execution or attempt at a game. I quite think it's interesting. I like to see what happens as this game goes on here. Krispy, Miku, the two of you should get some sleep. Tomorrow morning, I want you to head straight for the Witching Wood. There, you'll likely find the first of the subjects I hope to acquire. Alrighty. I'd also like to borrow your phone for a moment, Krispy, as I'd like to install a few apps of my own design that will help you in your task. Yay. Haremon app installed. To-do app installed. Here you are. I went ahead and added Miku's contact information to your phone as well, just in case. She has a phone? Good night and good luck. Yay. As the professor disappears down a long corridor, Miku offers you a demure grin and leads the way outside, apparently eager to escape the sinister confines of the laboratory. Well, this should be interesting. For now, I better get some sleep. Tomorrow the fun begins. Prologue. So does Miku sleep with us?